At address?
Yeah.
No. My hands are further back than there. So most tour players. Yeah, the more you get your hands further forward, the more you typically slice it. A lot of people do that in an effort to try to make sure that they hit the ball first, right, not the ground. And it actually accentuates the other ball. Most tour players have their hands back and forward and then back. Most amateurs have them forward at address and back and back. Yeah, if I put a tour player up, I'll show you. You could stand to get your left hand grip stronger for sure. I'm not seeing enough of that, the knuckles with that left hand. I'll put a tour. My left hand would look like that. The rest of yours is.
I must have weakened it because when I first started taking lessons, you said you got a really strong left grip. So I guess I didn't keep it over.
Yeah, that line between your thumb and your trigger finger is too vertical. See that line right there? This way. If you saw mine, it'd be more that way. It'd be toward my left shoulder. I'm sorry, right shoulder. Ball position's good. Let's see if your aim is good. Yeah. Everything looks right. Your posture, you're a little bit down with your arms this way. But
stand up more or what?
Just need to get your hands a little higher. I'll show you in just a second. It's going to be hard to keep the angle of that shaft at impact to get it back to that position when your hands get too low. Main thing here I see is your grip. Just strengthen your left hand grip just a little bit. Okay, so let's watch path first. So in a perfect world, I showed you every tour player in most good single-digit handicaps, their hands and club when they get halfway down will be either on this line or slightly below it when they're halfway down. Let's see where you are. Just look at the halfway down point. We're not going to beat you up on the back swing and down like that, but you're halfway down. So you're just ever so slightly, which I told you was better, over the point. That's not a lot, okay? Every tour player, their arms and their hands are just coming down on this line right here. So you're just slightly above. Put this one on the toe because the half of the club is going left.
I'm still doing that.
That's always going to happen though in the early release. Alright, so let's look at, so the path is a little bit outside the plane. You can tell that you're throwing the club head really early with your hand. That's why the club should hit the ground first. Or you could put it on the up plane. Just looking at that up there like that. That's why the left elbow should come over here. Okay, so what's the cause of the effect? Your backswing is too rotary too early. That's why the club path. I'm going to change colors just for a second. But we're going to do your backswing in red. So the club is moving on a path like that. I'm going to take away. And we're going to do the downswing when you get over on the other side and then turn the color to yellow. And what I see almost every single time that the club goes on red back, it goes on yellow down. Yep. Part of the reason the club is getting too far behind you though is you over rotate your hips and your shoulders early. I don't know if you've ever watched golf on TV, but if you watch Ricky Fowler, who is a good example of what Butch Harmon changed with him was gets in a setup and swings the club halfway back and he just looks at it. His legs and his shoulders haven't moved on it. His legs haven't moved in. His shoulders have moved a little bit because his arms are swinging, but his hips don't do anything. I'll show you in just a minute. I'll put me up there on the pro zone, and what you would see right here is their club would be over here on the backswing, right? And it would go from here more up the blue line. So the circle of your swing is inside over.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're not that far away. I mean, you've been over here before, so We're getting a little bit better and a little bit better. So the goal today is going to be to reverse the circle. You know, if you went to Butch Harmon, he charges $2,500 a day to do doing the drill that I'm going to give you. You're going to have to go over something and then back under it instead of under something and then over something. So we're going to completely get you to change the feeling of the circle. Now your other friend, what's his name? Phil. Yeah, Phil. He tried to do this drill, and that's not his flaw. And I kept telling him, don't do that drill. That's not what you need to work on. Your path is fine. Your angle of attack is not good, but his path is perfect. So you actually have a lot more hip rotation through impact than you had before.
Right.
Are you totally getting to your left side enough? Not quite, but that's because of the over rotation of your hips. You're going to see you have probably twice as far as me to get left. Because you go rotary first, so that your hips are starting to turn first. Just like they turned back first. If they turn forward first, watch your right pocket. So your right pocket goes toward the ball. So guess where your hands are always going to go? They're going to go out too, because if your hips go out, your shoulders go out, and your arms go out. But it's still better. I think you're almost getting to the left side. You're probably about 2 inches from getting there, and you're also about 2 inches from getting to your path, and that would help with not releasing the club too early. Okay, that's really the two main things that we're going to look at. All right, now let's look at a down the line version of what I was talking about, and the takeaway. This is me on the program. And you'll actually watch me do my waggle before I actually hit it. Let's go back to address this for a second, just so you will see the difference in setup. Can you tell that my arms and my hands are slightly further away from my body right now? Higher. Yeah, that's what they're further away and up. So I have more room to swing. Your posture and your legs and your hips are not that bad. They're probably pretty close to the same as far as spawn angle. I'm just a little maybe higher with my hands there.
I don't want to put your arms out there. I want to stand up more upright and get them out. Right?
Stand up a little bit in your spine, but every tour player's hands are slightly outside their shoulders. Tiger's probably 7 degrees, Rory's probably 8 degrees, I'm 5 degrees. You never see any good player with their hands directly below. Because you're going to try to extend your arms out. So if you start way down here, and you go way up here, the club has to be moving up, right? With this Pro Zone, that bar right there, that I'm a fist away from this bar, I know I can see it through my eyes. I have to get underneath that bar. All right, so watch the waggle just for a second. We'll watch the takeaway. That's my practice swing. I haven't done anything with my legs. I'm watching the club. I'm doing the little style drill. I would encourage you to start practicing that. Because when I take the club back, my goal is to recreate that same feel. So pretty close to where I started at. How much is my legs move? It's moved a little bit, but not much. But I'm going to bring your club to parallel. Okay, it's parallel, right? Look at your legs already. See how much they've turned? Your chest has turned more, your hips have turned more. So now your club is going to go around. Watch when it's going to go up. This is just a 3/4 9 iron. I hit a 9 iron.
I watched Phil do it, and he has a real vertical swing like that too. He actually except when he goes way back with his club.
Most better players are up first and under second. I have never faced a tour player that's under and over. They're always up. And you're around first. That's why your wrist breaks down and your elbow breaks down a little bit early. My wrist and my elbow, because up playing my wrist cocked late. There's cocked really early. So that's why your club kind of tips over back there. That's the end of my backswing with a 9 iron. I'm not telling you this to brag, but I hit a 9 iron about 150 yards. My swing's not nearly as long as yours. My hips don't turn that much. My shoulders don't turn. My arms and hands don't go back that far. So when I come down, I'm going to be more efficient. My arms and my body are going to be moving correctly, right? So I'm going to stop it right there. We're going to look at your path. See the difference in the shaft angle? Because you're starting to release it. I haven't started releasing it yet. me and more from the inside. You see my left leg now? That means I'm turning into my left leg sooner. Get it? Get that one on the toe. Okay. See how crowded you are right
I
now?
know. And it's, yeah, I've always been like that.
Yeah, your body's in the way. This one. You end up pulling it through, and I'm going to release it out the way. There's no pulling of my elbow there. That's my shirt sleeve. Now my elbow comes out. Your elbow comes out first.
Yeah.
So you're pulling it through, and I'm releasing it through. Alright, now let's look at it from a different angle here. Just to kind of share with you the angle of attack. Can't remember the number now. Remember? 420 something maybe? 490? Maybe 420. 421. No, 422. You know, that downward angle of attack thing, it is, I wish I could, I'd be rich and famous and retired by now if I could get their handle ahead. So I'm just gonna show you impact and go backwards. Like this, I'm almost to the ball right there.
Mm-hmm. I'm already released.
So you just hit it. I just hit it. And look at where my arms and hands are in relationship to my body. So you're better on your left leg. You're a little bit on your toe. I'm on my heel, so it tells me my hips are turning a little faster than one on my toe. So on my left toe is up. There, your left toe's on the ground. Your heel's up. So you're not turning as fast. But it's really what you do first. It affects your that sequence thing that I talk about all the time. So I know I'm just doing a 3/4 swing with a 9-iron, but I want you to look at the angle of the club and let's see what you see different in my transition. You won't see any angle of that club changing, right?
Dropping down.
Now watch your right arm. See how your right arm goes away from your body there? Look at where my right elbow's going. That's going down to my hip. Your elbow is going away from your body. And anytime I see the right arm go this way, so is the hands. They're going to go out too. But your arms are behind your body. Watch my arms. They're going to go all the way in front of my body before I start rotating my arms. I still hadn't done anything with the shaft. And your hands have moved the same distance as mine right now. Look at the shaft. Yep. That's what causes it to the top. So, yeah, that over rotation of the hips on the backswing, and that I'd love to see you try to feel like if you're doing some 3/4 swings for a while and making a loop that goes this way. You could feel your arms going like this versus like that. Because anytime the right arm and the right angle looks like the shaft goes that way, right? If your right arm went this way, you couldn't. There's no way you could come over the point. It makes you come under the point. You have no choice. So now the speed is going to pour on from here. My hips and my chest and my arms are going to release at the same time. They're still kind of holding on to it. Because you release it over here. I'm releasing it on my other side.
Your weight's off. I'm actually sort of neutral a little bit back on that.
Unless a little bit more forward. That's right. But again, that's just because my hips don't turn as much as yours back. That's probably the end of my backswing and my hip turn right there. I want more hip turn forward, less backwards. That's where the speed comes from, the forward motion.